Starting that. I stream on YouTube now too, to you know, diversify. Give me 1 second. Let me just make sure everything's smooth on that end as well. I think we're good to go. Yeah, I won't spoil anything. Everything sound good? Sorry, give me a second. Just gotta make sure. Boom! What y'all been up to today? What the? What's been new with it? Bro, my mouse on this computer. I got some stories to tell y'all. Probably catch you later. I need to go to my parents, have fun, try not to die too much. Alright, sounds good, Emma. I love it when you stop by, even if it's just to say hi. I love it when anyone does that. Oops. Yeah, appreciate that, Emma. I will try not to die. I'll keep you in mind. I hope everything's going well with you and the baby and the family and being near Russia and all that bullshit and family and, you know, all that stuff. We love you out here, Emma. Have a good one, though. Baby's expected any time now? That's huge. That's huge. Alright, I'm ready, y'all. Why is the game not showing? My bad. Hello? You should be showing... I hope everything goes well with the baby, though, of course. There we go. Pfft, the game was on the whole time. It just wasn't displaying to y'all. Poor streamer alert. What did I miss? Kind of shocked at the burst scenes. Oh my, dude, this is so loud. I'm sorry, music. Dude, the burst scenes are actually traumatizing in House of the Dragon. It is crazy. Like, I literally couldn't watch the last one. It was too much. It was too much. I saw a funny meme on it, though. Have you been watching House of the Dragon? Pavement? Good to see you back, man, by the way. Always glad to see you. Always love to see you on my comments on YouTube, man. Probably catch you later. That's for... Okay. I'll read that in 1 second. My friend? Ah! Dude, Skyrim just works a little wonky on my computer. I gotta... Here we go. Skyrim made many moves, just hits in all the right places. Dude, you're 100% right. It's actually so good. Honestly, like, bro, it's actually probably the best game music ever made. Agreed? Does anyone disagree? I feel like we talked about this before, but man, Skyrim music is a fucking hitter. Alright, I think, not too loud. Let me know if too loud, if y'all can't hear me and everything, all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying, man. I always try to make sure everything's looking, sounding good, so we can get on to playing. Let's play some Skyrim. Y'all ready? Sorry for being late. Alright. Boom! Continue! Thanks, JB. Always happy to be here. Always great to have you, man. Honestly. I love seeing you on here. Hold on. Let me restart. Let me make sure I'm on I have the mod loaded. Let me make sure I have the mod loaded. Wow, that song's stuck in my head now. Yeah, man. Hopefully you've been enjoying the new style content. If you're a Game of Thrones fan, you gotta enjoy it, right? That was my targeted group: is Game of Thrones and Skyrim fans. Come on, the blend is there, baby. So I got a lot more ideas with I'm gonna be doing some more Game of Thrones Skyrim content because I got some more ideas, got some more interesting things that I want to try out. So hopefully you're enjoying it. We'll be doing that for a little bit. It's a test. It's a theory. I'm trying to, you know, find my way in this content creation world. I'm not giving up. No sir, no way, no how. You know me. There we go. All right. I got some good ideas though coming. How's everybody doing? It's Wednesday. We halfway through the week. We got Veterans Day for those in the US of A on Friday. Y'all probably ain't got work on Friday. I don't. Elon Musk laid off most of Twitter. Facebook laid off 11,000 people. All the social media companies are going to shit. Let's start a social media company called The Samurais of JBs. This is not the right save. Wait. Is it? Oh yeah, I think this is the right save. What level am I? I'm level 5, maybe? Yeah, sir, this is the right save. This is definitely the right save. Okay, I think we're officially ready. You know, we gotta do double, triple, quadruple motherfucking checks up in here. Now it's time to get into the... I'm Jon Snow. I'm Jon Snow. So, last time we left off on this season of Jon in Skyrim, almost said Avatar, he was going to Bleak Falls Barrow. Farengar Secretfire, Jarl Baggroof's court wizard, has asked me to retrieve a dragonstone, which... It's interesting that it's called a dragonstone. I didn't think about that, but it's called a dragonstone. He probably knows of a place called Dragonstone, so I wonder if Jon would think something of that. Like, maybe it comes from Dragonstone. Like, maybe it's a literal piece of Dragonstone. That's something I didn't consider. A stone tablet that he believes contains a map of ancient dragon burial sites. He hopes this will help him understand how and why dragons are returning to Tamriel. That's pretty cool. Wait, what? What? That was weird. Okay. Moving smoothly. Okay, so Jon's headed up here. He's in the cold right now. He's in the cold. He doesn't give a fuck. He's like, I've been in the cold. He hears blades unsheathing. And this guy walks up to him. Ow. Oh shit, he starts falling. Oh lord. He's falling. He's literally falling off the cliff. Oh no. I can't jump. Bro, what is happening? I can't get up!
Can't wait to count out your coin.
Boy! And you know, he's got it in the life of the bandit, man. And you know, people who attack Jon Snow, they're gonna get the snow. He hears another guy up here. You know, the Draugr and Skyrim are kind of like the whites in appearance? Bro, I've already been thinking about that. And I've already been thinking about that. That is super true. You got an insight into what's coming next. Cause I was thinking the exact same. Ooh, God damn, I ruined this man's day. I was thinking the exact same thing, man. This is just a bandit's house. Jon, I think at this point, you know, would feel, you know, he would feel relatively comfortable stealing coin from a bandit because he knows he has to sell things at this point. So you know, he's gonna yoink that. He knows these guys have good stuff on them. He'd probably take the gold and, you know, be on his merry way. He know he left some more out there. He wants to. I think he'd probably search this. He doesn't want to get snuck up on. He'd probably be crouching around, making sure no one's gonna sneak up on my man. He doesn't see anything of interest around here, so he goes up to the top. He sees a chest. Has some gold in it. He's like, okay, I can use that on my quest to get this dragon stone or to buy more stuff. Well, I mean, the bandits aren't going to use it anymore. That's a good point. That's a very good point. You know, Jon is very familiar with death at this point, I think. And but I do think he's, you know, I just don't think he would take stuff off of dead people's bodies that much. He's like, I got my sword. I got my armor. I'm good. I don't need anything from y'all. Y'all are dog shit. I just killed you. Why would I want anything from someone who's worse than me? Kinda. Something like that. Anywho. So I think he'd have his sword out. Knowing that there's potential bandits around. It's getting real cold up here, but hey. Jon's like, you have never seen cold like I've seen cold. And there we go. We've discovered Bleak Falls Barrow. So is it Bleak Falls Barrow or is it Bleak Falls Barrow? So this place is looking pretty crazy. Jon knows that he's going. Oh, he sees that bird. Immediately I think of that guy who warged. I forget his name. But there was this wildling that warged into hawks like that. I think he would remember him. Be like, huh, I killed that guy. But you know, that guy's dead. So, okay, more bandits. He knows what's gonna happen. He doesn't try to negotiate at this point. Someone's shooting arrows at him. Oh, this guy? I mean, he just goes in on this fucker. I'm sorry, he says. How do I sprint? Okay, he sees this guy. He just strafes him like that. Gives him a 1-2. Ends his life. Ends his life just like that. Looks around. Maybe he takes a little gold. You know what? He's gonna take this lockpick off of him because, well, I'm kind of stuck here because in my previous playthroughs, I set up that Jon Snow maybe would take a lockpick at this point. I'm gonna take it, just in case. Jon Snow wouldn't pick locks though, unless he was specifically told to. You know what? I'm not gonna take it. I changed my mind. He's not gonna take it. He's not gonna take the lockpick. How do I go to my items? That way. I changed my mind. Jon Snow just, I don't think he would pick locks. Maybe in some of the story that I've set up previously he would pick locks, but you know what, whatever. Still, absolutely. Ah, crap. Alright, whatever. We're not going to drop it. You know what? Maybe he keeps it just because he's resourceful. Absolutely. Absolutely. We're doing our Jon Snow playthrough. I got some more ideas to do stuff next time. But for now, we're going to go through Bleak Falls, and we're going to do part of the main quest. And, yo! So he comes in here. Does he sheath his sword? He knows bandits are around here. Jon knows bandits are around here, so I don't think he sheathes his sword. He sees those people up there. He's gonna crouch. I mean, he sees dead bodies. He sees skeevers. He knows he's gonna have to whoop some ass here. By the way, is this game on easy? Because it feels very easy. Oh, it's on super easy, y'all. Let's put it on adept at least.
That dark elf wants to go on ahead and let him.
He hears them talking, and they see him. Oh. beats their ass pretty easily. Sees this one. He's like, you really don't want to fuck with me. Strafes. You know, she deserved it. He would take a peek at this chest. Now, would he pick it though? That's what I'm still stuck on that. I think if Jon knew that he had to pick this or had to figure out how to pick it, he would do it. Otherwise, he wouldn't. In the story that I've set up already, he kind of knows he needs to use lockpicks. In the canon that I've set up already, I don't know. Let's leave it for now. Let's just leave it. Jon Snow is not a lockpicker, even though it's super easy to pick it. So how smart is Jon Snow? Because I know there are traps here. I don't think Jon... I'm pretty sure that's the exit right there. I don't think Jon would really know that well. Is that a trap? I don't know. We're going to just try not to pay attention to him. I think he's going to go in. I've never seen Jon interact with a trap. Okay, you can search these burial urns. I don't really think he would. Jon lived with the crypts beneath his feet for a long time in Winterfell. I think he respects the dead enough who are buried to just leave them alone. And also whites, like we mentioned, Pavement. So that's W-I-G-H-T, that is. So, you know, he probably doesn't really want to fuck with them. But he's also, you know, he sees dead animals all around here. He's thinking maybe something's up. Walking slowly, trying to figure things out. He knows he needs to get this dragon stone. He does see a potion there. He will take that. He will indeed take that. And he sees this stuff coming from the ceiling. He's a little worried. He's looking around like, oh, maybe this stuff is gonna collapse. He sees a guy there. He sees him die from pulling a lever. He sees him pull a lever and die. Jon's smart enough to be like, what the fuck was that? He probably wouldn't go in there. I think he would be a little bit worried, like, what the hell was that? Like, I just saw a man die in front of me. Probably another bandit. He's looking around. He sees these weird images. He creeps in. I think Jon would stay away from the thing he touched. Probably just move upstairs. You know, look around at these things. Probably touch them. Be like, huh, that's weird. Free potion, he says. And then, he gets down. He finally gets the courage to look around. He sees that he can turn these. Very interesting. Can he turn this one? No, he can't. He doesn't pull the lever. He doesn't touch the lever. He does check this guy, though. Since he has nothing of much interest. He has a torch. Maybe we can use a torch. He'd probably walk up to these walls. See, he heard arrows. I think he would know it's probably a booby trap or something. I think he would probably, like, get a shield out. But I'm not going to do all that. I think he'd get a shield out, hold it up, and then use it, and then run. Oh, okay. Now he sees that. Even I fucking forgot. He looks up there. He notices things jutting out from the wall. And he feels very woozy from the poison. And then, I don't know. I think he'd be confused. I'm not 100% certain Jon's smart enough to figure out. Nah, he is. Jon's pretty smart. We're gonna go with that anyway because I want to finish. I want to actually do this. So Jon sees all the little things. He sees a snake, a whale, a fish of some kind of snake, and he's like, "Huh? These ones I can move. Those ones I can't." So he puts them. He puts them in because he's a smart boy. Is this right? Is this right? Wait. Oh, it's snake, fish. I got it completely wrong. He looks at that. He hopes he got it in the right order. And he flicks the lever. Success! Walk on by. He sees another lever here. But he's like, why would it be on this side? Presses it. And he's like, oh, okay. What the? What? What is the skeever doing here? Ah, there's two! Ah! Disgusting rats! He sees a both called. Oh, shit! Fucking skeevers! Beef by Riven. I don't think he would really, I think he might flip through the pages, but he wouldn't really get too deep into it. I don't think he knows what this really is. So I think he'd leave it. He would search this chest, though. That's all he needs from it. So he sees the path downward. He's going in. Who likes circular stairs? Or cylindrical? I don't know. He's going in. A weak paralysis poison. He's not a poison person. As his dad said, poison is a woman's weapon. What would Jon think of the giant spider you wouldn't imagine? You wouldn't imagine he's seen many spiders up north. So there's actually two ways to take this, because in the books, there are actually giant ice spiders that the White Walkers ride into battle. But if we're going for Jon Snow from the show, I think it would be shocked, but he's seen giants and mammoths and White Walkers and whites. I think he would be surprised, but he'd be like, well, might as well. This might as well exist. He hears someone. He sees a dead adventurer. Who's that? Oh, is there a chest in here? Oh shit. He finds a hidden chest and is like, I'm the GOAT. Steel shield of waning magic. That's actually pretty interesting. We're not gonna use it though. Maybe we'll sell it. He doesn't need that. He hears a voice from inside. Can I cut this? He cuts down the webbing in front of him. Alright, this is why you're asking about spiders. He looks inside. Oh my fucking god, he says! And runs. He hears voices screaming inside though. So he's like, something, this thing is hurting that guy, whoever's in there. So he's like, fuck it. I'm going in. And he does what Jon Snow does best. Does best? I think he'll be very freaked out, but he's like, I've fought worse. I've killed a White Walker. He hears someone yelling, kill it, kill it. He's feeling confident. And then he goes for the final blow. And he kills the spider. Ugly thing. He sees the man trapped.
Over here.
Disgusting. And he sees this guy. I think he immediately cuts him down. He doesn't
Coming loose. I can feel it.
he doesn't talk to him first. He cuts it down.
You fool. Why should I share the treasure with anyone?
What treasure? What? Come back here. I don't think Jon would kill this guy, but he'd be like, bro. What? He's like, wait, come the fuck back here.
Huh? I knew it.
Oh shit. He sees whites and he's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. No sir. He sees that guy fall in battle. He heard him mention something about treasure. But right now he's running for his life. He's seen whites. He doesn't want to get surrounded by them. He sees one. Has a sword. Tries to take him out real quick. Nice. Okay, none of the other ones are following him. I don't think Jon would go back. Most people would go back and loot. I think Jon's just like, I gotta handle these. I gotta handle these fucking demon spawn. Fuck. And this guy with the fat hammer. He resembles Robert Baratheon a little. Ooh, he's hurting. And he's seen these motherfuckers before. Cause you're right, Pigment, they look just like whites. I never realized. Ooh, shit, that's a good thing to mention. That's a super good thing to mention. Draugrs do have blue eyes. Jon would definitely think these are literal whites. Like he's like, I actually think Jon would be like, the White Walkers are actually here. Like they, not only, this is also in the snow as well. This area is in the snow. Undead, blue eyes. Jon actually thinks these are just straight up whites. And I don't think he loots them. That's a really good point, Pavement. Good catch! You're good at this. He's gonna eat some food to heal. He's like, I'm hungry. Horse meat. Like, maybe I should cook some of this stuff. Y'all ever thought about that? He keeps seeing these soul gem things. I think he'd take one. Yeah, again, I really just don't think Jon's gonna loot stuff around here. I think he's not interested in that. He's interested in the Dragonstone, the piece of Dragonstone that he thinks exists here. And now Jon's thinking there's White Walkers here. There's the undead. The undead rises. He's fought them before at this point too. I said I'm taking him about from season 6. He's fought a lot of whites. Damn. Sorry, I'm thinking. Ooh, I have a great idea. So Jon's like, Jon knows whites are weak to fire. In the book, they're weak to fire, and I think in the show they're just like straight up flammable, or vice versa. I can't quite remember. But he knows that they're weak to fire. I think he would. I keep doing that. He would definitely look in his bag to see if he has anything on fire. Which I don't think he does. He has an ice axe. He's gonna keep that in mind. He's definitely gonna keep that in mind. And he's creeping by. He sees this big ass gate, and he tries to walk around it, I guess. It's like, that's weird. I don't know if he just walked through it. I saw the trap, so. This undead looks very weird. What would Jon do with scrolls? I had him keep like 1 or 2, but ultimately he sold them. I don't think Jon would really keep scrolls. He's not really a magic user of any kind. Like, I think I kept 1 maybe because it looked potentially like it could get him out of a bind. But he's not really much of a magic user. I think he would if he had to, but he's all about the sword, baby, for fighting at least. For resurrecting, he's like, bring on the magic. Give me 1 second. I need to run to the bathroom real quick. I've been drinking water. Give me 4 minutes. What? What the hell is going on here? Oh shit, we're in a new area. We can hit something. We can hit something right here. We can hit something bad. Oh my god, I am so weak. Please tell me that it saved at some point during all of that. Please. Oh, thank you. Oh god. No? No! Why would you do that to us? What was that? He killed us both! That was bullshit! I literally just said that. Yeah, 610. I said 610. Yep. 610. Hey, it's better to be confidently wrong than hesitantly right. Am I right? Alright, let's pop. I think we popped the little boys. Hold on. Pause. Oh my god, that was... I'm sorry. So, let me just explain what that noise... Oh shit, that's one. Wait,
you're gonna hit one and there's 3 of them there. And the mosquito is following you.
Oh my god, run! Alright, I'm back. Welcome me back now! But yeah, so that's what I think Jon would do with scrolls. Probably not use them. But, he might use, like, might save 1 just in case. What do y'all think? Agreed? Oh, I leveled up! Yay! Let's go with stamina. I feel like Jon's low-key kinda quick with it, you know what I'm saying? And, I mean, I think he's just gonna keep up in that one-handed, baby. Let's see what we got here. Requires 50. He doesn't use that. Doesn't use that. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, requires 60. Never mind. So it's literally just dual flurry. Okay, so he goes with boom, and he has another perk. Okay, he has another perk to use. Let's see what Jon would do. Archery, probably not. Light armor. He's like a medium armor person. Let's see if there's a. Yeah, let's go. Damn. Nah. Does Jon use light armor or medium or heavy armor? I would say definitely medium, but I don't think that exists. Definitely not. Probably not sneak. Let me see. I mean, Not really his thing. Definitely not lockpicking, pickpocketing. Speech? Maybe. Jon is a diplomatic person. Let's consider speech. Not alchemy, illusion, conjuration, none of this magic stuff. None of that. Smithing, no. I think he's a bit more of a heavy armor person than light. You think he's light? I guess he does. He probably uses... Let's look at a picture of him. Let's look at a picture of him. Because he probably uses more like hide armor in the Night's Watch. But he does go to battle at some point in the Battle of the Bastards. But you might be right. Let's look at a picture. Well, let's even see if Jon, what kind of armor does Jon Snow wear? Jon's armor was made of leather. That's strictly light armor, which looked very similar to Eddard's armor in the Tower of Joy. Wait, is this? Oh, it's the Battle of the Bastards. So he used okay, he used leather armor in the Battle of the Bastards too. So he's definitely a light armor user. Okay, I mean Jon is actually fairly agile. I think he's not Sandor Clegane. He's not Brienne of Tarth. He is a bit closer to Bronn in the way he. Well, I would say not quite, but you know, somewhere in the middle of that. So maybe. Shit, maybe so. Agreed, light armor? That looks leather to me. Oh shit, he's wearing the same shit as Ned. That's crazy. Damn, who the fuck drew that? That's sick as hell. Wait, when is he wearing this? Oh, that's season 8. We don't count that. He was wearing this, but this was just practice armor. I don't know when he was wearing this. This is a bit medium-y. Medium, light to medium. Okay. I think I'm down for light armor. I think you're right, Pavement. I think you're right. I was thinking heavy, but you're right. He's not wearing a full, I don't know when he is wearing a full set of armor like that. He's always wearing something like this. This is light armor, I think. Okay. All right. You sold me. Light armor for Jon. Blocking? Maybe blocking? I mean, he blocks. He also deflects arrows. But he doesn't use a shield most of the time. Damn. Bashing! We don't use a shield, so it's fine. Two-handed. So, let's go light armor. I guess we're gonna start putting on light armor. What's the benefit of light armor in this game? Let's actually put on our light armor right now, if we have some. This looks like something. I mean, I think you're right about speech. I agree. I should have considered that a little bit more, but you're right. What's the benefit of light armor in this game? Does it give you more speed or something? Less stamina usage? I think you're right. I think I'm wearing the wrong armor for Jon. Let's go ahead and put on this one. We don't have anything else. Okay. So he's got his sword at the ready. Oh, shit. Oh, he's gonna just fuck them up as soon as he sees them coming up. They have blue eyes. This one has a bow. Jon would really hate this place. Now this, he's like, what the fuck? Light is quieter and uses less stamina running. Oh, okay, gotcha. He got cut. I'm getting this weird pain. I don't like it. Oh god. So if you see me like wincing a little bit, just ignore it. I don't know why. I don't like weird pains. Anywho, He's very careful of these things now. He knows the dead like to sneak up on him. He's gonna just get back where you came from. He sees another one. What does he take out a bow? I think he sneaks up on it. Oh, I missed. Ooh, fuck. Someone behind me? Oh shit. Ooh. I can't back against the wall. I thought I could back out that way. He does see this sick ass sword, but I think Jon hates the dead. I don't think he'd fuck with that. I don't think he'd touch them unless he had to. I don't think Jon fucks with whites. Jon Snow hates whites is what I'm saying. He sees another one, he goes in for the fucking kill. Go back to where you came from. White. A potion of resist fire. He thinks he may need that because he might be using fire at some point. Pulls this chain. Jon's a little bit used to caves. Because he was hanging out with the wildlings for a while. So he, you know, caves ain't so bad to him. Oh shoot, my bad. Forgot one thing. Alright, Jon's still going through. He sees a chest. And he's like, yes! An amethyst. Potion of water breathing and a scroll of fireball. Now this scroll, I said that he would not usually take scrolls, but this one he would take because Jon knows that whites are weak to fire. He was also hanging out inside a wildling in a cave. Oh yeah, yep. You said that, yes. You said the thing. You said the thing. So Jon knows if he gets in a pinch, he's gonna use that fireball. Goodbye! Sees that body sliding down like a slip and slide. Look at that thing go! Excuse me, I'm sorry. Apologize for yawning. Jon has a fork in the road. Go up or go down. And Jon's always gonna go down. And he sees bones and skeevers. But a chest. A chest that I don't know if he would pick. He has one pick on him. I don't think he would. I am genuinely curious. I just don't think Jon would do it. I think Jon's just gonna be like, don't know how to pick things. He'd probably try to bust it open for a bit. Maybe see if he can get inside. That's his second or third one that he's seen, though. Maybe by the next one, he's like, I'm just gonna try to pick it and see what happens. He sees a white in there. He doesn't give a fuck. He's angry. He's waiting to see the White Walker. Destroys that thing. Why am I yawning so much? Holy shit. How late is it for y'all? It's only 10:30 for me. A chest. Okay, Jon sees a third or fourth chest that he can't get into. I guess there's a lock on it. It doesn't seem like it, but I guess there's a lock on it. And he's like, you know what? Fuck this. I have one pick. I'm gonna try to pick it. Although Jon would probably break his pick on his first try. So that's what we're gonna do. And now we're out of picks. And he's like, fuck! I knew I shouldn't have tried that. And then he goes on his way. He hears noises. He's done this before. He knows he can do it again. Go! He did it. And now he gets his payment. Is there one coming out of here? I think Jon gets an idea. He baits the stupid whites over here. Come on! Come this way! Come get me! He sees them stop, and he's like, they're fucking intelligent. Ouch. He fights well. He makes sure he's not flanked by both of them. He's low. He thinks he can do it. And he does. That was a close one. How the fuck? God, I always forget how to use stuff. Potions. Let's go ahead and heal because he's low. And look at that. I think he wouldn't step on that. Dude, why am I so tired? Oh, probably because I'm not getting enough sleep. Forgot about that part. Is everyone else getting enough sleep? Because I'm not. My boss told me to do something yesterday by today. He told me yesterday at like 5 p.m. He was like, get that done by 10 a.m. And I was like, the fuck? It's like 2 hours from work time now. Now here's something interesting. Jon sees this. You need the golden claw to activate the keyhole. I don't know, some voice in his head, something tells him he needs a golden claw to activate that. And he's like, I don't fucking know. eventually Jon would realize that maybe, well, rather, eventually after Jon has checked everywhere, 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 and I mean everywhere. I mean everywhere. He would think, hey, maybe I should go back to that guy that, that was close. Maybe I should go back to that guy that I saw run away from me. Maybe he has something. I think that's where the golden claw is. You know, he might check a Draugr. He'll take his dirty, dirty gold. So now I have to go all the way back because old Johnny boy didn't want to loot the dead. Old Johnny boy wanted to be good. Now old Johnny boy has to be sad. Because now he's got to go all the way the fuck back. Did I ask what have y'all been up to? What y'all been up to today? Did I already search this? There's a mace in it. What's the first thing y'all would do in a zombie apocalypse? Because for me personally, I would get on an island. I'm talking slow, regular zombies. Fast zombies, the only solution is you're dead. I'm getting on an island or a mountain or anything like that. Terrain, impossible for them. Genuinely impossible. I think someone made a tier list of types of zombie apocalypses and their survivability. And Halo, the flood from Halo was one of the worst. I don't know that much about Halo, but apparently Halo, or the flood from Halo, not great. Here's the guy, Arbol the Swift. He wasn't very swift, and there she be, the Golden Claw. And you know what? He'll take his journal. And I guess Jon would flip through the journal. I think Jon would flip through the journal. My fingers are trembling. The golden claw is finally in my hands and within the power of the ancient Nordic heroes. That fool Lucan Valerius had no idea what his favorite store decoration was actually the key to the Bleak Falls Barrow. Now I just need to get to the Hall of Stories and unlock the door. The legend says there's a test that the Nords put in place to keep the unworthy away, but that when you have the golden claw, the solution is in the palm of your hands. And Jon hears that, and he's like, okay. Did I not pull that chain? So while we get there, Jon would be thinking about well, actually, Jon doesn't have to think about the myth. It's something, some voice told him. Something told him that he needed the golden claw to go in there. And now that he has it, he knows. He has all that he needs in order to succeed. Boy, I wish I could loot these things. Should I just jump off the cliff as Jon? Oh man. Dude, it's weird for it being winter now. I swear the summer was so long. Now winter is here. Winter has come, so to speak. If I were to just throw some random phrase out there. It's fucking cold. It's so cold. Ridiculously cold. I don't like taking my dog out anymore. I don't like being outside. I like drinking hot soup. Actually, I ate ice cream yesterday. So there's that. Well, I'm also starting a Pathfinder campaign for my friends. I'm gonna be a GM! Isn't that cool? Perfect time to play as Jon Snow. Exactly. You got that right. What's the temperature around you, Pavement? Let's see here. So we go all the way back to hence, to whence we came. And Jon looks at the door confidently and places the claw in the hole. What's up, Cameron Soup? I have a friend named Cameron. I love the cold. It gets very hot where I'm from in the summer. 100 or so degrees. Wow, really? Where are you from? Anyway, so Jon, he tries to activate this. Doesn't work. And I remember when I first played this game, it took me ages to figure out what the fuck to do. Because I was looking around. Oklahoma. Really? Oklahoma gets hot there? I actually thought Oklahoma was cold. Wait, what states are surrounding Oklahoma? I legit don't know where Oklahoma is. Where is does Oklahoma exist? I'm in Washington. But Jon Snow, he's looking around. He sees this thing. That's cool. He sees that thing. That's cool. He doesn't know. And Jon thinks about the note. Jon thinks about the book, the note written in this journal. It says, when you have the golden claw, the solution is in the palm of your hands. And Jon's looking at his hands and he's like, these hands once held a woman named Ygritte. And he starts crying. No, I'm just kidding. He's like, oh, easy peasy. Golden claw, looks at it, realizes there is an owl, a dragonfly, and a bird on that bitch. Texas, Kansas, and Arkansas. Where are all those? No, I'm just kidding. That's cool though. I think you're the first person from Oklahoma that has been in the chat. So welcome, Cameron Soup. So are you making Cameron Soup, or is your name Cameron and you are the soup? You're in Victoria. Oh, you're in Canada right now. I know people in Canada. I'm very close to parts of Canada. I'm in Washington. Dragonfly. For vacation, nice. Visit Seattle. Whoa, that's literally where I'm at. As well, from Friday to Monday. Wow, Monday. What'd you do in Seattle? Did you go to the Space Needle? Was it your first time in Seattle? You didn't come visit me? Come on. Come on. Oops, I did this wrong, guys. Was this a dragonfly? Yeah, that was a dragonfly. I'm right. This is a bird. What? Wait, where's the bird? Isn't it a bird? Wait, is it a bear? Is it a bird or a bear? Oh, it's a bear. He places the dragon claw in the hole. Stands back. Readies his sword. And delves deeper into the crypts of this weird place. Yeah, it was my first time. I went to the Pop Culture Museum. Nice, good choice. Space Needle and the zoo. Which zoo? The Point Defiance or the Woodland Park? Also walked through downtown a bit and saw the gum wall. That was something I've seen the gum wall like once. It's gross. I've lived here for what the hell was that? I lived here for a while and yeah. Actually, fun fact, I really hate Seattle. I like other areas way more. In this area. Seattle is smelly and tons of homeless people. And busy as fuck. I'm not really a busy person. You see, I play games alone in my room talking to strangers on the internet. Just like my mom always told me I would. So Jon hears something as he climbs the stairs. He doesn't know. Is someone chanting to him? Is it in his head? Is someone in this room? He gets closer. His vision starts to get weird. And Jon looks over at this wall, seeing a mystical wind approaching him, almost absorbing into him. And he gets closer, and his vision fades. And he feels a new power within him! And he somehow is able to read those words. Unrelenting force. Most of the people were nice, but I got screamed at by a homeless man. That is very typical experience of Seattle. Who thought I was taking his picture and a woman wouldn't help me with directions and completely ignored me. Dude, that is the Seattle experience. You experienced Seattle. Welcome. Welcome, my friend. That is it. That is how people are. That is how it is. That's Seattle, baby. You got it. How different is it from Oklahoma? Oh my god. Jon sees this thing get out, and he knows it's bad. It screams at him loudly. And he swings at it. It hits him hard. And he goes back to strike it. It screams at him again. Oh, it's hurting him. Oh, it hurts him. It hurts him bad, so Jon realizing that he's on the ropes, he pulls out the one thing he vowed not to use. He didn't really vow not to use it, but he said, I'm gonna use this. This is what's gonna save me. He pulls out the scroll. How the fuck do I use this? He pulls out the scroll, his hands flaming, and he goes, fuck you. And kills the Draugr in one fireball hit. Because Jon knows they're weak to fire. That was a cool ending. Gets the Dragonstone off this strong white. This piece of the Dragonstone that he thinks is literally from Dragonstone. Sees this very interesting axe. I think at this point Jon would actually think this is like some type of White Walker. Potentially. It's holding an ice axe. It's very strong. It's screaming at him. I think this is something that he thinks is basically a White Walker. It doesn't quite look like one, but I'm not, you know, it feels like one. And he takes everything. And he moves it off the edge. Stay sleeping. Forever. And I think Jon will loot the rest of this. An Orcish Warhammer. I think he'd take that to sell. I mean, he already has an iron sword. Doesn't really care. Soldier, I'm sure. Bracers he'd probably take. A Staff of Zombies. Reanimate a weak dead body to fight for you for 60 seconds. He takes it. But he's not going to use it. Okay. Just wondering if I can use my Thuum yet. Petition to get JB to rewrite season 7 today. Thank you, bro. No, okay. Honestly, that ending was fucking cool, though, right? He takes the scroll of Fireball, knowing they're weak to fire, and blasts the Draugr Overlord, the White Walker, whatever, into oblivion. Pulls his handle. Very different in most ways. Oklahoma is very slow paced and much less people. I did like the bigness of the city, but it was a bit overwhelming as I hadn't seen so many people before. Wow, really? That makes a lot of sense though. Seattle is a lot of fucking people. A lot of people, a lot of weirdos. You know, it's weird. I get it. It's big also. A lot of stuff. A lot of tech companies. Do you see all the tech people walking around like they own the place? Stupid tech people. Not like I work at a tech company or anything. Garnet. You know, John's gonna take this lockpick. John knows now the value of lockpicks. And takes that stuff. An angle of Giuliano's. I think he takes this. Does John take this? Yeah, it's in a chest. I think he'd take it to sell. Or to remember. That's what I thought. Wait, are you talking? Oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood. Thank you, Pavement. I thought that was a cool moment too. I thought that was a cool moment. I'm assuming you're role-playing as Jon Snow. Absolutely. Are you familiar with Game of Thrones? We're trying to do like a deeper... What? John just sees this... A potion of the night. Sweet. We're trying to do like a deeper roleplay where we like... actually really try to, you know, play the character just like he would be played. I think we're doing a pretty decent job. I have the first part of this series on YouTube if you want to check that out. Secret little plug there. Look. How to do that. Anyway, I wanted to check my... Quests, I'm sorry, quests. Bring the claw to Lucan. I guess that's true, I should bring this back. So John realizes that the claw is stolen. And he does want to return it back. Wait, is it stolen? It's not stolen. Wait, is it stolen? I've overheard a group of minutes talking about going on that they recently stole. Okay, so John will return this to Lucan. He doesn't like things stolen. He knows it's stolen. He's just going to give it back to the guy. But he's also going to deliver the Dragonstone to Farengar. Let's do this one, I guess. I read half of the first book and watched the first season, but I don't like starting shows if the consistency of the last season isn't good. You know what? I can't fight you on that. I cannot fight you on that because the last season is dog shit. Dog shit. And if anyone disagrees, I'm gonna ban you. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's really bad. I was so into that show, and I still kind of am. I haven't read the books. I've read about them. I think we're gonna fast travel because I don't really want to walk back. We've already walked here. It was kind of tedious. Let's just fast travel. But yeah, man. But God, man, I don't know how you stop watching the first season. First season is, I mean, it's not even the best season in my opinion. But God, it is so good. That first episode had me hooked when they yeeted Bran. But yeah, man, if the books ever come out, which they won't because he's gonna fucking die before he finishes writing them. If the books ever come out, I'll definitely read them. 100% I'll read them.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
Armor? Maybe so. You got some good pieces? Because I see a good piece right here. John is like, I have a duty to do. I'm going to return this to Bellathor and get this shit back to Farengar. When I watched the show Dexter, love that show, most of it. It was so hard to watch the decline, so since then I usually see if the ending is good or ends on a cliffhanger, etc. I don't blame you for that. Dexter kind of ends, in my opinion, ish. Well, not really, but yeah, Dexter up to season 3 or 4. After the big thing happens, you know, the big thing with Trinity.
Everything's for sale, man.
After the big thing, Dexter gets pretty bad. Pretty bad. I will say though, the spin-off show Dexter New Blood, not bad. They did one season, not bad. Not bad. The fourth season was the last good one. Which one was that one? I've seen the whole thing multiple times. So feel free to spoil away. Spinoff, not bad, actually. It could have gone better. Could have ended better, once again. But it made the ending of actual Dexter a little bit better, in my opinion. A little bit. It wasn't bad. I don't know the general consensus on that show, actually. I should look that up. I'm curious what people think. Because I didn't think it was bad. It didn't end in the best way possible. But, better than the original show. But yeah, Dexter, dude, so good. Ice Truck Killer. Oh man, that's so good. Season 4. Yeah, Trinity. Ice Truck Killer, Trinity. Who was the other one in between Ice Truck and Trinity? Oh, the Bay Harbor Butcher. That season was super good. That's my favorite season, the Bay Harbor Butcher. With Dokes. Surprise, motherfucker. Alright, anyway, back to Jon Snow. Bellathor.
I'd even buy one of your relatives if you're looking to sell.
Wait, I have the... oh shit.
Yeah, that's a little...
Didn't mean to take out the sword. I have this thing. But I wanna give this to him.
You just let me know what you need. I am at your beck and call.
Wait, is it oh, I'm sorry, it's Lucan. My bad. It's Lucan. It's not Bellathor, it's Lucan. Oops. I'm sorry, I came here on accident. I think John would genuinely... Would John give Lucan the little item back or go here first? I kind of think he would... I think John would help the small people out first. I think he would be like, I'm gonna go help my buddy out at River Run, whatever. I'd even buy one of your relatives if you're looking to sell. That's a good point. That's a good point. Well, I mean, John has a sense of humor. You're right. John would not like that comment, but he understands. He's smart. He understands jokes. He's just gonna brush it off. I didn't think about that though. Good point. But I think he'd brush it off. I think he'd just be like, this fucking guy. You know, like, okay, buddy. Like, I feel like John doesn't like talkers. You're a talker.
The Riverwood Trader is everything you need in a... My sister Camilla or I will be happy to help you.
This is Lucan.
I better get... Maybe you're... yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in. But we still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament. Solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw.
Well, nothing here.
You found it! There it is! Strange. It seems smaller than I remember. Funny thing, huh? I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister. We carry just about anything you could need.
Whoa! Now I'm gonna steal it back! This thing is big, what the fuck?
Thank you so much for taking care of those thieves.
Can I take this cheese
Riverwood
wheel?
Trader
Appreciate
is back
that.
to the way it used to be.
Thanks for the cheese. Thanks for the money.
You and me, we're the... Some may call this junk. Me, I call
And
them treasure.
let's sell a couple things. I think John... Oops. I think John's gonna sell stuff that he thinks is useless. Like, these fucking gems. Ew. I think he's gonna keep one soul gem. I think he's curious at what it does. He's gonna keep his lockpicks. He's gonna find a way to use them. And he used his scroll. He knows scrolls are kind of useful now. I mean, he doesn't have any use for that. He doesn't use magicka. Potion of the Night, he loves the sound of that. But it does just increase heavy armor. He's not... That's not him. And he doesn't use poison. Poison's a woman's weapon. He doesn't care about the Amulet of Julianos. It seems important to him, though, I think. This feels like not just something he should sell. I think he's gonna keep it. He doesn't need that. And he's gonna sell that too. I don't think he really needs that. I almost feel like Jon wouldn't want to give this to anyone. He does, like, this weapon came from something that was basically a White Walker. I don't think Jon would want to would just sell this. I think Jon would be like, I'm gonna like keep this or destroy it or keep this out of people's hands. Like, I don't want this to hurt people. But he will sell this Warhammer. He doesn't care about a staff of. I think he wouldn't give this to Lucan. Doesn't need that. Would Jon do Daedric quest? Now, interesting that you asked that, because get a little sneak peek. You're good at guessing. I'm gonna probably do some Daedric quests next time, not this time. I really want to see how Jon would act during a Daedric quest. I feel like that's when we could really see some interesting stuff happening, because there are some weird Daedra, you know, or Daedric princes. He got this one as a gift. I don't think he'd sell it. He might buy some stuff off of him. Light armor. He's looking for light armor at this point. He might take some off some bandits. Jon Snow meeting how do you say that? Sheogorath? What's that Daedric prince of? I know the one, but I really want to do the Maul Belrog. What? Oh, fuck, I remember. You know what I'm talking about? The fucking really evil one. What is it? I forget. How much have you played Skyrim, by the way, Cameron? Or Soup? You know, that's funny. I have another viewer named Soup, and I have a friend named Cameron. You're literally them put together. Balog Ball. That's the one. Yes. I'm kind of interested to see how Jon Snow will react there. Anyway, let's go ahead and fast travel, because I don't know. It's not going to be that exciting. Balog Balls. Alright, I wanted to do one more main thing today. I've played it too many times. I'm going to be doing a permadeath Skyrim run when I get back from vacation Sunday. Wow, really? Streaming the permadeath. Alright, cool. Maybe I'll check it out. Very cool.
Damn those premiums.
Have you beaten the game Zero Deaths before, or on a permadeath run? I, as my viewers would know, would absolutely do great on a permadeath run, right, guys? Like, Meridia is kind of like the Lord of Light in a way. Ooh, wait, is Meridia Daedra? Is that a Daedra quest? The you have found the beacon fucking shit, you know, that everyone jokes about. Interesting. I didn't think about that. Lord of Light. Jon would definitely have a bit of an affinity, a little of an affinity towards the Lord of Light, even though he's of the old gods. Okay.
The terminology
okay.
is clearly First Era or even
What's
earlier.
this?
I'm
that's
convinced
something.
this is a copy of a much older text. Perhaps dating to just after the Dragon War. If so, I could use this
I don't
to
think Jon will
cross-reference
just...
the names with other later texts.
Good. I'm glad you're making progress. My employers are anxious to have some tangible answers.
Oh,
He
have
sees
no
this
fear.
called the Holdings of
The
Jarl
Jarl himself has finally
Gallen.
taken an interest, so I'm now able to devote most of my time to this research.
Time is running, Farengar, don't forget. This isn't some theoretical question. Dragons have come back.
Yes, don't worry. Although the chance to see a living dragon up close would be tremendously valuable. Now,
You have a
let
visitor.
me show you something else I found. Very intriguing. I think your employers may be interested as well.
Leave me alone.
Ah, yes, the Jarl's
Okay.
protege. Back from Bleak Falls Barrow. You didn't die, it seems.
Jon's like, of course I didn't die.
Dragonstone of Bleak Falls Barrow.
Here's the Dragon
Seems you
Stone.
are a cut above the usual brutes the Jarl sends my way.
I'm not a brute. No, I've tried 3 times and died because I would just run up without thinking at a jogger and get wrecked. Oh man, how far have you made it? You get Dawnbreaker from it, which makes an explosion when killing undead. Wow. Oh yeah. Ooh, ooh man, that's a perfect weapon for Jon. That's literally like Lightbringer. Holy shit. wow, yeah, that's great. We're definitely gonna get some fire enchantments on Jon's swords. If he figures out how to use them. I got you the Dragonstone. What next? I don't. So 2 things Jon can say. So what about my reward? That's not really Jon Snow's style. He's not gonna say that. I don't think he'd really be like, "What's next?" I think he would say something more like, "I got the Dragonstone. Like, what are you gonna do with it? Like, what are we gonna do to stop this bad thing from happening? To stop the dragons from coming back and killing us?" I don't know much about this, but this seems like a bad problem.
That is where your job ends and mine begins. The work of the mind, sadly undervalued in Skyrim. My associate here will be pleased to see your handiwork. She discovered its location. So your information was correct after all. And we have our friend here
just
to
listening
thank
in for roleplay.
recovering it for us.
You went into Bleak Falls Barrow and got that?
I
Nice
did.
work. Just send me a copy when you've deciphered it.
Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
A dragon?
How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it.
Let's go. We have to stop it. I slipped into my Harry Potter voice. Harry Potter! Or as Draco says, Potter! Oh man. Once I made it to level 13, I think it was the furthest I made it on permadeath. That's not bad! That's not bad. What difficulty are you playing on? Dawnbreaker definitely does fire damage. I was also thinking about doing quest lines, the Dawn Guard quest line, and yeah, probably the Dawn Guard quest line. That's probably the main one. Anyway, so Jon's gonna go out to see what the hubbub is about for the dragon. He's like, I've got to get out there. Wait, actually, wait, talk to the Jarl.
From what I hear, you're the one who gave Thalmor a black eye. You know how to pick your enemies, don't you?
Wait, he knows about what I did to the Thalmor?
Helgen,
Respect!
destroyed by a dragon.
Sorry, 1 second. I think I actually missed. I think I needed to talk to the Jarl real quick. Yeah, my bad. I gotta go back up there. And Sheogorath, is that I'm saying it right? Is the Daedric Prince of Madness. That's right. Oh, that's right. He's the Wabbajack guy, yeah? Now, that's another one I mentioned. Okay. I actually don't think I do. For Jon Snow, for this character, for other characters I will. I don't think I do Wabbajack quests. Well, maybe. Maybe we just do it and see what happens. What would Jon Snow do if he got a Wabbajack? I think Jon would genuinely just, like, be like, what the fuck is this shit? And just, like, give it to Sam Tarly or something.
There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend.
He said snow.
Need your help again.
There's snow time.
You to go with Irileth and help.
Jon's
fight
feeling
this
good.
dragon. You survived.
Jon's feeling good.
So you have more experience.
He didn't hear a
than
word he
anyone
said.
Else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the Dragonstone for Farengar.
He likes this guy.
As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal
Property in the city, that's cool.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
No, I can't afford to risk.
I'll see you at the watchtower as soon as the rest of the men have gathered.
The city against these.
Let's go.
As you command.
Do you think Jon would go into any of the guilds to learn unique skills? What are all the guilds? I know there's a thieves guild. What else is there? What's considered a guild in Skyrim? FYI, I'm not a super. I'm not nearly as knowledgeable about Skyrim as I am Game of Thrones. But that's part of the reason why I'm doing these playthroughs, is to learn more. I think it'll be cool to learn more and get some more comparison. I was doing max difficulty on each of the permadeath runs I tried. Wow, that's fucking difficult. I probably would be on master difficulty, or maybe one lower. But on this playthrough, I'm trying to focus more on the role play. Oh, the companions. He would talk to them. He would talk to them. I don't really know that much about. Oh, Dark Brotherhood. I'm sorry, Dark Brotherhood's assassins. He would definitely not be Dark Brotherhood material. He might talk to them, but he'd be like, "That's not me." Companions. I don't know much about the companions. Dawnguard. Dawnguard is the one that I think he would feel most likely. One that oh, sorry, like the Thieves Guild, Thieves Guild, I don't think he would. I don't think he would fuck with the Thieves Guild at all. I don't think Jon Snow. He'd just be like, I don't want to be a criminal. Companions, what do the companions do? Oh yeah, College of Winterhold. Nah, I don't think Jon Snow would go to the. Yeah, exactly. See, if I do a Samwell Tarly playthrough, Sam is going basically directly to the College of Winterhold. Like if he hears about magic and shit, he's gonna be like, I'm going there. Like I want to find out. I want to learn, and then like he's gonna become a fucking godly mage. That's like the perfect place for him. So Jon's gonna follow this person. But yeah, I'm thinking about, so for the next character I do, I'm not sure exactly when I'm gonna do it because I want to do a little bit more Johnny Boy. But maybe I'll do it soon. Actually, I have a couple. I've one video. I've like probably about 3 or 4 videos with Jon. So maybe it is time to do a little bit of a change. Maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll do a new character next time. Or maybe the time after. But anyway, I'll think about it. My next character I do will be very different from Jon Snow. I want to do something different. I have a couple ideas. I'll keep them secret for now. But if y'all have ideas for characters that you want to see in Skyrim, let me know. So like I said, I'm very interested in seeing and just like theorizing about them. You know, Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic. I mean, it is. Ish. You know, I saw the Spiffing Brit did one where he only used Restoration to beat Skyrim, or to play a lot of it. He killed this dragon with Restoration. It was like some poison rune.
No signs of any dragon right now, but it sure looks like he's been here.
Jon sees all the fire.
It's bad, but we've got to figure out what happened, and if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere.
So Jon, real quick. So Jon thinks Jon's seen a dragon here. So I'm taking, again, for people who don't know, I've taken Jon Snow from about season 6 in the show. So he hasn't seen a dragon at that point. Like he hasn't met Daenerys, he hasn't done any of that stuff. So, and obviously spoilers for anyone who don't know. If you watch or read Lord of the Rings, try Gandalf run. I don't, unfortunately. I've watched Lord of the Rings. I'm not a big Lord of the Rings fan, honestly. Although, another little secret tidbit, something that I'm considering that's really weird, one of my other favorite shows is, well, 2 of them. Breaking Bad and Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan would work much better in this scenario. But think about a Walter White run. That actually sounds kind of interesting to me. I'm just saying. Haven't put that all together yet, but that's literally my favorite show ever since Game of Thrones tanked. Anyway, so Jon has met he met one dragon here, and he knows that dragons, in his history of Planetos, I think is what the planet is called in Game of Thrones. He knows that dragons are basically a nuclear bomb. They are a force to be reckoned with. So Jon is seeing this band of people, and he's like, y'all can't fight a dragon. Y'all cannot fight a fucking dragon. Like, it's not gonna work. So he's actually pretty scared, I think, going into this. But Jon's gonna stick with them. He's gonna be like, okay, if like you guys think you can really, maybe it's a baby dragon or something. You know, let's see. But dragons are not to be fucked with. But as we know in this game, they're much weaker than they are in Game of Thrones. So we'll see how it plays out. Walter White would definitely do alchemy, right? Like, he would dabble. He would be like just an alchemist. It would be beautiful, right? I think it would actually work out really well. So that's something I'm considering. Alright, so Jon's sitting here.
Be careful. We need to find out what happened here.
I mean, Jon's like, Dragonfire fucking burned this place down.
Get back. It's still here somewhere. Corky and Tor just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it.
Godson, what happened here? Where's this dragon? Quickly now!
I don't know.
That's it?
Let's save us. Here he comes again.
Where?
Here he comes! Find cover and make every arrow count!
Where? Okay, Jon sees the dragon for the first time. And he is astonished. He's seen the Alduin earlier. Where'd it go? And he's witnessing the devastation of the dragon fire. But he knows maybe we can try to kill it. He hides. Oh shit. He runs away from the fire. Jon's not a great archer, but I do think he would take out his bow here. Jon's not a great archer, but this is one time where I think he's gonna use it. Sorry, that's a little loud. Little loud. I don't know how strong the dragons are in Game of Thrones, but maybe the final boss dragon, Alduin, would be the strongest in comparison. Yeah, definitely Alduin would... Fun fact, I've never beaten this game, but Alduin would definitely be on par, I think, with the dragons in Game of Thrones. The dragons in Game of Thrones are... they're almost unkillable. There's a quote in the show that basically says, like, people can't kill dragons, but dragons can kill dragons. I think that was in the spin-off though. So Jon, oh wait, it's land. Is it landing? No. He takes out his bow. He fires at it. It looks pretty bloodied. Maybe he has a little bit of hope. Whoa. He's pretty freaked out though. What the hell? It's like burying its head in the ground. Archers! Loose! He sees it land. Jon realizes this is his time. He takes out the sword. Oops. That reminds him of Longclaw, but is not actually Longclaw. Ah! That's what he sounds like. Ah! Runs up to it. Starts slicing it down. It flies away. He scared it off. Jon feels confident. He scared it off. He scared off a dragon. It's landing again. He's careful. He's careful of it. It's looking at him. Oh God! He runs from the burning fire. But he realizes it feels just like regular fire. Game of Thrones fire, dragon fire, would melt you in an instant. But he sees it killing his friends, and he goes up to it and slices it down. Boom! I don't know what's happening. Oh my God! Jon climbs on top of the dragon, stabs it in the head, and he has slain the beast. Mjolnir. And he sees it heating up. And the energy being absorbed into his body. And it turning into bones right before his eyes. And Jon is shocked. Jon feels different. He's like, what the fuck? I'll get to chat in a second.
I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn.
Dragons can kill dragons, and ballistas can kill dragons. God damn it, Pavement. Have you seen the South Park episode with George R.R. Martin? No, I haven't. I don't watch South Park that much, surprisingly. I watch Rick and Morty. What was it? I'm guessing they were doing some funny shit with George R.R. Martin, making fun of him. Anywho, so this guard, this is actually pretty cool. This guard tells him that he's a Dragonborn.
In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power.
So Jon hears that he could be this dragonborn thing. And Jon doesn't know his mom very well, and he's always felt like an outsider. So, I mean, I think he'd be very confused right now, but I think that idea would sound appealing. I don't think Jon's confident enough to say, I think you may be right. I think Jon would say, no, like that, I done won it. That's what he would say.
There's only one way to find out.
I don't know how
Try to shout. That would prove it. According to the old legends, only the Dragonborn can shout without training, the way the dragons do.
What are you talking about?
That's right. My grandfather used to tell stories about the Dragonborn. Those born with the dragon blood in them.
This guy's just walking through the dragon.
I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever. But the old tales tell of the Dragonborn who could kill dragons and steal their power. You must be one.
What do you say, Irla? You're being awfully quiet. Come on, Irla. Tell us. Do you believe in this Dragonborn business?
Some of you would be better off keeping
Why is she
quiet,
standing in the dragon's
flapping
skull
your
and
gums
smoke?
on matters you don't know anything about. Here's a dead dragon, and that's something I definitely understand. Now we know we can kill them. But I don't need some mythical dragonborn. Someone who can put down a dragon is more than enough for me.
You wouldn't understand, House. You ain't the norm.
I've been all across Tamriel. I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
If you really are Dragonborn, like other the old tales, you ought to be able to shout. Can you? Have you tried?
Shout. Jon goes, ah! Like that.
Have you tried to shout?
Basically, the whole episode revolves around Butters going to George R. R. Martin's house to ask about the dragons, and George keeps stalling. He then orders a pizza and keeps saying the pizza will be coming soon. Bro, George R. R. Martin's actually gonna die before he finishes writing The Winds of Winter. He said that he was gonna publish that motherfucking shit in like 2014. Like last week, he said he's 3/4 the way done. Bruh, it's been a decade. Okay, so Jon's confused about this shout, obviously, but he does feel the power within. Oh shit, I forgot about this. The power within. The power within. How do I... Forgot I could do... Hold on. Let me actually... Forgot I could do this. How do I... I have a steel sword? When did I get that? Valyrian steel? That leather that Irleth is wearing is kind of like what Jon wears. Is it actually? Oh yeah, you're right. I like that. Let's steal it from her. Ooh. Huh. Anyway.
Get away from me.
Sorry. Anyway, Jon wouldn't actually do that. Anyway, Jon feels the power within, guys. And he does this. He looks up into the sky.
Go ahead. Try to shout. Foos! That was shouting. What you just did. Must be.
Foos!
You really are Dragonborn then.
And Jon, after shouting like that, let's see. Maybe he uses it. If I hit them with a shout, hold on. Let's see real quick. If I hit them with a shout, will they get mad at me?
Foos! That's a shout. Like the greybeards on the mountain.
Greybeards?
You sure took care of that dragon. Dragonborn or not, that's good enough for me.
So Jon shouts as he realizes... Yeah, Jon shouts as he realizes that this old prophecy or whatever in Skyrim has deemed him a Dragonborn. And I think Jon would find comfort in that. Because like I said, he's always felt like an outsider. He's probably felt like, you know, he couldn't amount to anything, but he should be able to, and he's wanted to be something great. And now he's something prophesized called a Dragonborn. So I think Jon would really feel good about that. I think he'd lean into it. I think he'd be like this is why, like I've been like this. It was my destiny kind of thing. Like this is me. And I think he probably wonders like if his mom was a Targaryen or something, because he doesn't know who his mom is. I would imagine because the Targaryens have a link to dragons. Maybe he wonders if his mom is a Targaryen at this point. Interesting thought. Yeah, I think Jon would feel like I'm a fucking Dragonborn. I'm thinking. I think he has a plan ready for when he dies and someone else will take over. I think he's stalling because he's probably too scared of the fans' reactions, which I would be too. Yeah, I think that. I also think that he has enough success that he's just rolling in it now, and he's just like he doesn't have that same drive, that same feeling to get to where he wants to be, because he's gotten there. He's done it, basically. Well, like, you know, he's written the best story that's ever been written before. He hasn't finished it, but he's written it. He's done it. So, hey, I get it. It's just annoying. And I do think Jon would loot this body. I think he would... Oh, wait, what the... I think Jon would be okay wearing... I don't think Jon would wear this armor. Although this armor I think is pretty good for him. Is it chain? He doesn't wear chainmail. But I don't think Jon wants to be associated with another place this hard. He's not from Whiterun. He likes Whiterun. He's not from there. He will take these dragon bones though, and these dragon scales, and this gold, and these arrows, and these boots. No. He might take the helmet. Nah, he doesn't want to be associated with all that. I guess he'll take it. Maybe he'll take it back for them. Oh, fur boots. Sweet. Let's put on our fur booties. Ooh, our little fur booties. Because we're a light armor type of guy. But Jon looks at the corpse of the dragon he just absorbed the soul of after killing. And he says, I'm a motherfucking Dragonborn! And he heads back.
I'm glad you're on our side.
I think Jon would be thinking about how he can use this shout to actually help Winterfell and Westeros beat the White Walkers. He's thinking, I can foos my way out of anything now. What more does it mean to be a Dragonborn? But on the second hand, Jon now understands this world of Skyrim. He's like, I don't know, maybe I should use this boosting power to help Skyrim. But he's definitely thinking about wait.
I don't want my meat to be
Hey, appreciate the follow, my man.
my mouth. Oh my god.
Glad to have you joining us, Cameron. Everyone welcome Cameron Soup to the Samurai Soup team. I don't know. So Jon hears an insane voice shout down at him. And
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Okay.
Let's see here.
He's used to couriers.
Not sure who from. He wouldn't say, just that he was a friend of yours.
John's like,
looks like that's it.
What friend? Is this from Sam? And then he checks. What is it under? Books? Letter from a friend. Jon Snow, you caused a bit of a stir in the Western Watchtower when you demonstrated the power of your Thu'um. He doesn't know what that word means. Not everyone is anxious for the return of the Dragonborn. I, for one, desire to see you grow and develop your talents. Skyrim needs a true hero these days. Now, that's kind of curious because that just happened. And he's like, how would they know? Who is this? What do they want? But I think Jon would really be thinking about how to help people at best. He would act like a true main character, a true protagonist, and think about how he can use his power to help other people, save the world, save people. He's not, you know, gonna be one to think about how to use it selfishly, even though that'd be very fun. He hears people talking about him killing a dragon and stuff, and Jon knows that like I said, dragons are fucking powerful. He thinks that he really just fucking 1v1'd a massive enemy. He did, given he did. If we're balancing power levels out, if he actually is this strong and Skyrim dragons are equivalent to Game of Thrones dragons and he fucking killed that thing, he's insanely strong. He's insanely strong.
Now get lost. We will be back. This is not over.
You there. We're looking for someone in Whiterun, and we'll pay good money for information.
Jon's like, okay, what's up?
A foreigner in these lands. Redguard, like us. She is likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location. We are not welcome here in Whiterun, so we will be in Rorikstead if you learn anything.
This is easy for Jon. Jon's not going to get involved with shit like this. He's like, what?
It's none of your concern. All you need to know is that we're paying for information. If that doesn't interest you, feel free to walk away.
I don't even know if Jon asks who he's looking for. You know what? He might, just for his own education.
We're looking for a fugitive who comes from Hammerfell. A Redguard woman. She may be somewhere in this city. We will find her eventually.
Jon doesn't care. Jon's like,
nope, sorry.
A fugitive? Like, Would Jon, I'm thinking, would Jon care about fugitives? Would he like fugitives? Would he dislike fugitives? I think, so the Night's Watching Away, the Night's Watching Away is all fugitives. Not really. I don't know, but he has a thing for outsiders. He's been part of the Night's Watch, full of outsiders. He himself is an outsider. I feel like fugitives are fine with him. I think he would probably side more with a fugitive rather than the people trying to arrest a fugitive. Agreed? So I think that this Redguard woman, sounded like the Red Woman, he's not
amongst the gods. You are dragon. But such a thing, surely that's not possible.
Jon's still kind of shocked that, you know, he's been considered as this Dragonborn. But
let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
He fooses them. Oh shit. Whoops. Are the dragons in Skyrim actually wyvern? I mean, yes, I believe you're right. Because dragons have the separate arms, whereas wyvern. That's true. Jon's never seen a dragon in Game of Thrones. Maybe he's seen pictures. But also, I don't think Jon would really know the difference. But yeah, I think you're technically right. But there's actually a ton of different types of dragons. That would explain why they're weaker. I'm not sure Jon would notice, though. Jon maybe has seen illustrations of drawings. But, the dragons got... Yeah, you're right. Dragons in Game of Thrones are the same. You're actually 100% right. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, because Drogon is like climbing up the wall with his wings. Are these is it pronounced wyvern or wyvern? Let's actually look. Dragons, Game of Thrones. Let's see. Oh, 100%. Oh, 100%. Yeah, they have 2 legs and wings. Yep. Wings. Wings, 2 legs. Let's see, dragons. Skyrim. Yep, they're the same. Ew, why does that one look so weird? Yep, they're exactly the same. So, it's interesting. If genuinely, that is an interesting thought. If dragons in Skyrim are on the same level, supposedly, as they are in Game of Thrones, which they can't be. They can't be because their fire's not hot enough. They're not as durable, because you could get together 10 guards and they could damage a dragon. You get together in Skyrim. You could get together 10 guards in Game of Thrones and they would have such small effect, might as well be considered 0. So I think just dragons in Skyrim are just weaker. I think that's just what we have to say, right? Agree or disagree?
Good. You're finally here. The Jarl's been waiting for you.
What's up, Proventus Avadici? Are you really overestimating you? Wait, why? Dragons in Game of Thrones are destructive. Why do you say that? Literally, that's why the Targaryens took over.
Was the dragon there?
The watchtower was destroyed when we killed the dragon. Turns out... Okay, John obviously would not say, I killed the dragon, I think I deserve a reward. We can rule that out. I think he'd say the watchtower was destroyed when we killed the dragon.
I knew I could count on Irileth, but there must be more to it than that.
I might be a dragonborn.
Dragonborn? What do you know about the Dragonborn?
The thing with dragons in Elder Scrolls, though, is that there are many different kinds. And they also ruled over the Nords, I believe, for a very long time. Oh, interesting! I didn't know that. These are completely different worlds. So, in Skyrim, dragons are still very strong. I just think in Game of Thrones, they are, compared to humans or people, whatever, they're much stronger. But they're different though. In Skyrim, like, they have the shouts, you know. That's something that doesn't exist in Game of Thrones. And I think they're probably a lot smarter in Skyrim, I think. Maybe. When the dragon died, I'll say that one.
So it's true. The Greybeards really were summoning you.
Is that those people who were shouting at me? Let me finish this conversation real quick and I'll read that. The Greybeards?
Of the way of the voice. They live in seclusion, high on the slopes of the throat of the world.
The throat.
The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice. The ability to focus your vital essence into a thume.
Oh, a thume. I call it a thume.
If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun?
Nope.
That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tiber Septim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Rungar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as he may be, I don't see any signs of him being this, Dragonborn.
I'm about to shout in his face.
Nord nonsense? Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Is this guy a Breton?
Rungar, don't be so hard on Avernich.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with him?
That's the Greybeards' business, not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it.
John loves that.
They think you're Dragonborn. Who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor. I envy you, you know. To climb the 7,000 steps again. I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place.
This y'all?
Very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. No matter.
I did read.
Go to High Hrothgar.
They talk
Learn
so
what
much.
The Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me.
I did hear that the Greybeards are kind of nonchalant with what's going on in the world.
Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, sorry, that was a lot of conversation. So, before I get back to the other dragon stuff.
Watch over your battles, friend.
So I think Jon would feel very... I think he would feel very honored, but a little conflicted. I do feel like he'd be like, I don't know what's going on, but it does seem like I am this Dragonborn thing. Like
what is it that you need?
I'm a powerful being. I did kill that dragon. I must be strong. I must be really fucking strong. I don't know. These Greybeards seem like they must know what they're doing. I should go check it out. I don't think Jon really loves being told what to do, but I mean, this guy really honored him. He made him Thane. He gave him a housecarl, stuff like that. He feels like he's kind of being probably overwhelmed a little bit even, but I think Jon would roll with it, ultimately. Alright, Jon,
we really must
shut up. Dragons are destructible. Dragons are invincible in God. That's true. It's a world that has less tools to deal with them, mainly magic.
The Jarl has appointed me to be
Oh
your
my
house
god,
guard.
they're talking to me so
It's
much.
an honor to serve you.
I'm a Thane. What does that mean? Yeah, I think
the
that's
Jarl
that.
has recognized you as a person of great importance in the whole.
God, Lydia's bad.
Hero.
Huh.
The title
Okay.
of Thane is an honor. A
Honestly,
gift for your service. Guards will know to look the other way if you tell them who you are.
hey. Honestly, this like attractive female walking up to like 16, 18-year-old Jon, I think he'd get a little flustered. Looking at her in her battle gear, I think Jon would be into it. Honestly. Okay.
All right then.
Thanks. Yeah, the lots of I mean, the Game of Thrones world has magic, just not like in this one. They don't have like fireballs and shit like that, as far as I know. Lots of dragons in God history were killed by people. What dragons were killed by people in Game of Thrones? In like the world, I don't really know. I mean, I do remember there was a crossbow. There was one that was killed by a crossbow bolt, but I don't know that much of the story about that one. But I mean, dragons were used like literally as the trump card to every battle when the Targaryens were, when like Aegon the Conqueror was taking over the world, as far as I know. Wow, it's so bright and nice out here and beautiful. The world's history not God itself because I mean a song of ice and fire, I guess I should say, not just Game of Thrones.
It's a shame.
But like I said, most of my knowledge does come from, well, a lot of the show, a lot of reading and stuff too. Never straight from the books though, so there's probably a lot of stuff I'm missing. But as far as I know, dragons are pretty much the trump card in every scenario. Yeah, there was one that was killed with a crossbow. Now that I do think about it, I don't know how that one was killed though. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, no, I don't know that one. I mean, I don't know much about what happens in the Dance of Dragons either. But yeah, I won't spoil anything for that since House of the Dragon is out. But I imagine a lot of other there was also one that was killed by a little Isaac. Okay, I'm not counting that bullshit. I'm not counting that, but although that was a White Walker. White Walker should be pretty strong. So maybe that could actually happen. Maybe. You know, maybe he fucking yeeted the shit out of that. In Skyrim, there are also trump cards. I mean, yeah. But also, like, you could literally take like 10 guards in Skyrim and you could kill a dragon. They could kill a dragon on their own. Maybe not 10. But it wouldn't take that many people, I think. Lore-wise, and Skyrim dragons are practically invincible, a step for your character. Okay, fair. Lore-wise, maybe that's true. But I guess in gameplay, they might have made them a bit more. Okay, maybe that's the deal. Maybe lore-wise they are stronger. Maybe it makes more sense lore-wise. But in actual gameplay, they kind of nerfed them a little to make them manageable. Because you can't make something invincible, you know. Because I like before I even attacked the dragon, it was like a 4th HP. I mean, sorry, not 1/4, 3/4 HP. It lost a 4th HP. Let's look at some of the quests I have, though. I think John would go talk to the Greybeards. Wait, what's this one? Nah. Wait, what? Wait, what is this? I've located bandits with strange weapons. Oh, this shit. I don't think John's worried about that. Yeah, the Lord of the Dragonborn can shout mountains apart. Okay, yeah, stuff like that. That is, yeah. Dragons are weaker than they should be. Exactly. Skyrim starts with a dragon destroying the entire town with a full regiment of Imperials who can't do shit about it. That's true, but that was Alduin. That was the strongest of all of them. But yeah, that's a good point. I didn't know that Dragonborns can shout mountains apart. Jesus Christ. Although in Skyrim, I haven't played any of the other Oblivion or Elder Scrolls games. Are there in the other Elder Scrolls games? Are you always playing a Dragonborn? Because this one is like the last Dragonborn, apart from Mirak, right? No, you don't. You just play a normal person? Let's go to the Greybeards. John has been summoned. Let's go. We'll play for a little bit more, and then let's just try to get to. Let's just try to get. In Oblivion, you play as the hero of Kvatch. Interesting, very interesting. Oh, there's High Hrothgar. Who's played Oblivion? What? There's some other ones too. Isn't Skyrim like Skyrim's the 5th one? Never mind. I almost asked a dumb question. You become the hero of Kvatch early on. At the start, you're a nobody. Oh, interesting. What's Kvatch? What's Kvatch? I've been reading a little bit up on the Skyrim lore too, because I want to be able to compare the two worlds well. I don't want to miss a city that gets attacked. Oh, okay. So now I'm the hero of Helgen. You save it since the title of hero. Wow, very. What am I looking for right now, by the way? I don't even know what I'm looking for. Very creative. Interesting though. I feel like I was looking for something. What was I looking for, guys? Does anyone know? I don't know. I guess we're walking. I genuinely don't know. I never finished Oblivion as I remember getting stuck on something, and then every time I picked it back up, I never made it as far as I did the first time. Dude, does that happen to anyone else in other games? Do you just pick up a game, you get stuck at some dumb shit, and then you just like never beat the game? How many unfinished games do y'all have? I actually don't have that many. Because I don't really play single player games except on stream. The only single player game I've ever beaten, not on stream. I'm sorry, I've beaten a couple, never mind. I mean Portal 1, Portal 2, and Metroid Prime. Oh, what the fuck, buddy? You want some fucking smoke? I just killed a dragon, you stupid bitch. What the fuck? Oh, sorry, I'm Jon Snow. Jon Snow wouldn't say that. Ow, I just got shot by an arrow. That's what he would say.
I'll kill you if I have to.
Strafes and gets hit immediately. Ooh, whoa, you beat her ass. Yikes. John does not like these motherfucking bandits. He will take their fish though. Thanks for the fish. Actually, I think John would actually take this food if it looks good. I think he's gonna yoink it. He's like, I need food, and I'm hungry. He doesn't want to take that bowl, but I accidentally did. Ooh, look, a chest. Does he have picks for this? John's just gonna pick it. Fuck it. He picked one. Actually, wait, the other one he broke. Ooh, he probably would have broke it again on that one. Ooh, sorry, bad roleplay. Report me. I just think I just wanted what was inside, I'm not gonna lie. I remember the one game I got stuck on for a year and a half was Kingdom Hearts 1. Interesting. Do you remember what you got stuck on? Probably like 5? Really? So I've beaten like 3 games off stream. Y'all have seen me beat many, well not many, like the most amount of games I've ever beaten. I beat Dark Souls 3. I beat, that's it. I don't know. What else did I beat? I beat Horizon Zero Dawn. That's when you came in, Pavement, right? It was, I always forget. Fuck you, Steve. I beat fuck that one, Ori and the something. I never beat Skyrim though. I never beat Skyrim. And guy, if you get shot by an arrow, you're pretty much dead. John, okay, that's a good. Well, I don't 100% agree, but because you have armor, you can get shot. Oh, Hollow Knight, good point, Pavement. You can get shot by an arrow and be okay. Plus, you have armor on and stuff. So I don't 100% agree. I guess we just assume that it's hitting the armor and not going all the way through. But obviously, you heal also in Skyrim. Like, there's gotta be some level of suspension of disbelief. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you came in at Witcher 3. Oh man, I should go back to that game at some point. He sees this woman here. He's like, what's up?
I'm warning you, back off.
Okay, okay. Jesus. John gets blasted with cold. I don't know if John would really want to just fight this person who told him to back off. Oh, okay, never mind. She's down here? Well, fuck you. Oh, she's missing. Stupid ass. Does she have anything on her? Nothing. It was this battle right before the final boss where you fight a horde of enemies without a break, and I got stuck in the final boss for many months. Ah, getting stuck in the final boss sucks. You can't really apply gameplay mechanics if you're comparing 2 separate mediums. That's fair. That's a good point. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. But you know, I'm trying to compare them. It's hard. I mean, in general, it's not a fair comparison what we're doing, but we're doing it for fun, you know. But I like to see the comparisons. What's the ritual stone? I don't know what this does. Once a day, those under the sign of the ritual can reanimate nearby corpses to fight for them. Absolutely not. John is not gonna do that. John would be like, that is a disgrace. By armor you mean plot armor, right? Both. There is this scene in Hot D, House of the Dragon, where there's some pretty big plot armor where someone's juking the fuck out of arrows. But I will say arrows aren't really an accurate weapon. Well, sorry, they are, but not from like a super long distance. You know, you can move out of the way of a projectile that you can see coming at you, you know? Not Rickon though! Not Rickon! I'm not mad. I guess technically Rickon was turned around. What side do you think Jon Snow would be on the scout? So that is something we kind of addressed also in the first part. I think it actually heavily kind of depends on who you end up following out of Helgen. Either Hadvar or Ralof. I ended up following Ralof. And I say this in the video. I follow Ralof for good reasons, but the actual reason is because I literally never realized that you could follow Hadvar or Ralof. I've always followed Ralof, and I didn't know there was a decision. I'm pretty sure. I've played this through like 5 times. I think I've always followed Ralof. But since I did that, Ralof started talking to him about the Stormcloaks and everything. And I think Jon Snow was kind of raised a bit of not royalty, but he was raised wealthy. But I think he does value people fighting for their fighting for what they think is right, because his dad Ned was in Robert's rebellion. Like, he was part of that. So I think he finds value in that, and he doesn't like people, powerful people, taking control of others, like monarchies taking advantage of their power and shit over the smaller folk. I think Jon's a kind of a fairly typical person when it comes to that regard, and he wants to defend people who are weaker. At least by the time around season 5-6 happens. When the show starts, Jon is a bit of a dick, a little bit. Like, he beats up on these people who think he's hot shit. Then he doesn't super care, but he grows a heart, and he's like, man, maybe I shouldn't beat these people who are dog shit at fighting. After he talks to Tyrion. But yeah, I think he'd probably side more with the Stormcloaks. I'm not 100% on that though. What do you think? That's my opinion. I think he probably would side with the Stormcloaks a bit more. From what I know, and I'm not super well versed on Skyrim lore, but from what I know, the Imperials seem a little bit less out of what he would think is right. So I think he would actually end up fighting with the Stormcloaks. He likes autonomy, people's rights, freedom, especially being with the free folk for a while. He probably, actually, more I think about it, he probably does like the Stormcloaks more. I'm just thinking about deaths now, and I just remember Oberyn's was horrified. I was horrified. Oberyn's death was insane. I loved it. I really did love it. It was crazy though. It was crazy. That scene gets me though, like, every time, because it pisses me off, because it's like, Oberyn, you fucking bitch. Everyone's like this, but everyone like hates Oberyn for a little bit, because why the fuck did he dance on that man like that? He had him. But hey, that's what hubris does. That's what hubris does. Remember, guys, don't get too cocky. You know, I'm never too cocky. I'm the best fucking player who's ever played the game, ever. I'm never too cocky. I would never do something like that. I'm too good to get too cocky. Hey, you know? But yeah. I actually have a D&D character named after Oberyn. It's actually a combination of Syrio Farrell and Oberyn Martell. And his name's Syrian. And I didn't realize his name was also the same as a country. Or like a culture of people. People from Syria. Until after I named him. But his name's Syrian, spelled with E. Holy shit. Jon sees that thing. And he's like, I don't need to fight that. It is coming towards me though. Good thing we have water in between us. I think Jon would just back off though. Oh shit, it's almost midnight. This is about the time I get off. Oh shit, I forgot to oops, sorry. There he did. Okay, he sees that thing going up. I think he's kind of, I mean, he would think it's running away. I know it's trying to get to me. But he's gonna back off regardless. Jon knows animals. Jon knows the wild. You don't fuck with animals like that. What's this? Yeah, I've never been cocky. I would never be cocky. I'm just too fucking cool, too fucking smart, too fucking good at the game to ever be cocky. I would never be too cocky. Anyway, guys, I think we're gonna save right here. We're headed to High Hrothgar to find the way of the voice. And yeah, man. Let's do a quick save. Yeah. Let's I know I joined a little bit late, but you know, I got stuff to do. I got work to be. Well, it was fun though. That was fun. I got some ideas for next time on what we're gonna take Jon to. I actually think we're not gonna go to High Hrothgar. I think, like I said, we're gonna probably do a Daedric quest. If we are high enough level, we might need to fight some more stuff. But let me swap over, get a little music playing. Alright, guys. Appreciate everybody for joining. We're going to wind down now. You know, we're just going to have a bit of a chat. If you want to talk more Game of Thrones, dragons, comparing the two together. You know, we'll chill for a bit. 5 minutes-ish. And then we'll head out. Appreciate the new follow from Cameron. Welcome, welcome. Feel free to join the Discord, by the way. I'm always trying to get more people in there so we can start talking and stuff. So yeah, if you want to join, join. And anyone else watching, you can feel free to watch YouTube stuff. I'm starting to do more Game of Thrones Skyrim content because I'm kind of interested in seeing where that path goes. Before, I was doing something completely different. I was modding games and doing weird challenges. It was very fun. I'm trying out this different stuff because I can do whatever the fuck I want. But yeah, guys, I really appreciate y'all for coming out. Pavement and Crazed and Cameron and who else came? Emma. Emma came. Deja Cobb. That's everyone, man. Lots of folks come out tonight. Appreciate that. Had a lot of fun with you guys. But yeah, we're gonna take a chill pill. We'll be back on next Wednesday. I stream once a week on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Pacific time. And yeah, I'll be back with some more Skyrim. Like I said, I think we'll actually do. Well, here's what we'll probably do. We'll probably do one Daedric quest as Jon Snow, and then we'll probably switch characters. We'll probably do someone else. I won't tell you. I'm not gonna tell you who I'm gonna do. But I have 2 good ideas of who we're going to do. And I actually think they're going to be more fun and more interesting than Jon Snow. After role-playing Jon Snow, he's kind of boring. Not going to lie. I like Jon Snow the character, but he's typical good guy. He's just a good guy. He does good things. There are some interesting things like I really liked today. About how he killed that Draugr for the first time. That was cool. That's going in the video. Watch yourself. Find yourselves in that video. I really felt that moment. But for the most part, he's kind of. I say he's boring, but what I mean is he's pretty normal. Most people play as the good guy in Skyrim and any RPG, so you know, kind of normal. So we'll probably do. But that's why I want to do a Daedric quest because I think that'll explore some more elements of Jon Snow's personality, and I think that'll be cool to talk about and think about and learn about. You know. What would he do if he met the mad Daedric Prince? The Prince of Madness? Or what if he met Mal Barog? Or fucking can't remember his name. You know? Yeah, stuff like that. The Daedric quests are pretty cool. They have some cool dialogue and stuff. But I do think today was actually pretty interesting. Thinking about what Jon would do if he killed a dragon for the first time. And thinking about the comparison. I love the conversation we had about the dragon comparison between the 2 games. 2 worlds. That's an interesting one. I mean, y'all had really good points. About the difference in the gameplay and the lore. I mean, even the books and the show, like, you know, there's a lot of differences. It's an interesting comparison to think of. Dragons in Skyrim. Maybe that would be a very cool video to do. Who would win? A dragon in Skyrim or a dragon in Game of Thrones? What do y'all think, actually? Let's say we take... Well, I was going to say Alduin, but Alduin uses shouts. Is that fair? Let's say that. Let's say we take the strongest dragon in Skyrim and the strongest dragon in Game of Thrones. Who wins in a fucking fight? Alduin has to win, right? Because I feel like... I don't know that much about Alduin, actually. Lore-wise, most Skyrim dragons win. I'm kind of with you. Because... I mean, Game of Thrones dragons, obviously I said they're strong, but they are pretty much just one note in a way. They blow fire. That's kind of what they do. I don't know if that would be enough. I feel like dragons in Skyrim are smarter. There's frost dragons in Skyrim. That's a good point. Are there frost dragons in Game of Thrones? I don't think so. Some god dragons are giant and will just kill. Oh yeah, like Balerion is just. Speaking of biting, if you saw that last episode of Hot D. Anyway, won't spoil anything. But yeah. That you know, I'm gonna look that up real quick. Is that a video that already exists? Yeah, dragons of roughly the same size, Skyrim hands down. I'm kind of thinking you might be right. I'm kind of thinking you might be right. So do you think just strength-wise or intelligence-wise they would win? Some of the dragon, yeah, they would just win. One thing also that I'll say is I feel like the Dragonfire in Game of Thrones is hotter than the Dragonfire here in Skyrim, at least in the gameplay. I'm not sure about lore-wise, but the Dragonfire in Skyrim seems pretty much like normal fire, right? You can get burned by it and it's like whatever. In Game of Thrones, Dragonfire is super fucking hot. Yeah, like the last scene, yeah, that's what I was thinking of. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Has anyone actually done a video on dragons in Skyrim versus Game of Thrones or A Song of Ice and Fire? That would be a really interesting like analysis. Oh, someone did a. No one's done a video, I think, but there's a Reddit thread here. Let me show you. Alduin literally traveled through time and could only be killed in the afterworld. Good point. Skyrim dragons always have the voice. That's true. Game-wise, they only ever use the one breath shout. That's true. That's true. No, they can do them. All dragons can do all voices? Really? That is very interesting. I didn't know that. Here, I want to show you all this real quick. So, oh, it's on who would win. Dragons Skyrim versus Dragons of Game of Thrones. This was 5 years ago. Daenerys was probably expecting a different kind of dragon, one that doesn't talk to you, have his own language. All dragons in the show sent to facing you. Oh, all dragons in the show are sent to face an equal number of dragons. Okay, so that's fair. All 1-to-1, kind of. There's only really 3 dragons in the show. Well, okay. I mean, that's not really what we were considering, but Skyrim's dragons are also immortal. That's a good point. We have to take that out. We have to take out the fact that Skyrim dragons are immortal. Because obviously. Oh, this person says, if we're talking random dragons, I think God takes it. We've seen that they did the skill destruction that random Skyrim dragons just don't really have. I feel like a 3v3 is 7 out of 10 times in God's favor. Now for including Valyrian and other God dragons ever mentioned, God takes 10 out of 10. Valyrian was big enough to swallow every Skyrim dragon whole except maybe Alduin. Skyrim dragons use ancient magma through them and can take lots of punishment. They can't die unless their souls are absorbed by Jammo or other dragons. Also, they're sapient beings who have lived for thousands of years like God dragons who are just wild beasts with a lifespan around 100. That's actually good. That's kind of what I was saying. I feel like they are maybe more intelligent, maybe more. I don't know. I am not opposed to doing a video on this. I'm not. Is this? Hold on, let's go to YouTube real quick. Skyrim dragons versus Game of Thrones dragons. Has no one done a video on this? They've done it, Skyrim versus Elden Ring. No one's... They done the... Oh wait, no, they did. Elder Scrolls versus... Wait, no, versus Skyrim, never mind. They did Smaug and Drogon. I will consider doing a video on this. I'm not sure if it fits into my current content very well is the only thing. It does and it doesn't. I still like to do gaming. I don't know. I was like, dude, this thumbnail looks so good. It's mine. It's literally mine. Some of the dragons in Lord of the Rings though would beat every dragon from both. What are Lord of the Rings dragons like? The dragons in Skyrim can only breathe fire for small periods of time. I think we were saying they also can use the voice, so maybe not. Doubt they breathe fire for long periods of time. I wouldn't say. I think they breathe fire for about the same amount of time, but also, I think apparently they can use the voice, which would be a huge benefit. I don't know. That's an interesting idea. You know, maybe we'll do a video on that. Look up a graph of dragons. A graph of oh, like a size comparison thing. Size of Lord of the Rings dragons. Or do I have to just look up? the fuck is... Oh wait, Smaug is that small? Ankalagan the Black! Is that the one the size of a mountain? Jesus. Wait, Smaug... Trying to find a good... Should I look up Lord of the Rings Dragons graph? There aren't really that show good comparisons. Smaug is huge compared to most God and Skyrim dragons. Really? So actually, that's a good point. Smaug's pretty big. So imagine how big some of those other ones. Yeah, that's a good point. Is this really true? That's... Ah, god damn it. Ah, did I just click on the same one? Oh wait, I did. Whoopsie! Bruh. There we go. There's no way Smaug's that small and this thing's that big. Are you shitting me? That is absolutely... That's actually a mountain. After saying that, Lord of the Rings... yeah, it's all canon lore. Jesus, that's crazy. After saying that, Lord of the Rings would win. Dude, this is just stupidly big. This is insanely big. God and Skyrim dragons would be like fruit flies compared. Hey, you get 10 million fruit flies. Okay. 10 million fruit flies or one dragon? Sorry, maybe not 10. 50 trillion fruit flies or one dragon? 50 trillion angry fruit flies or one Ankalagan the Black. Yeah, I did overestimate how much 10 million was. That's why I changed it to 50 trillion. That's much better. I was like 10 million, I could actually probably take 10 million fruit flies. One black. Okay. No fire though. Okay, how about this? How many angry fruit flies would it take? You know, let's say mosquitoes, because mosquitoes could actually do something. I don't know what fruit flies do. How many mosquitoes would it take to kill... I can't say this dragon. This dragon is too fucking big. A regular sized dragon, like Game of Thrones / Skyrim size. How many mosquitoes would it take to kill one of them? And then we'll end on that.